we forgot to say anything funny before starting the second episode. So if you have anything funny to say it right now.
I don't know, what's something funny?
Alright, that'll be great.
Yeah,
I'll just slot that right in.
Great, I'm glad.
And then I can finally export that episode. Huge weight off my shoulders. We're gonna see. I want to see how fast I can speedrun this day, because days in Pikmin time are technically 13 minutes. But there are little cutscenes and stuff, and I think I can get this day done, like, before we have to go film music videos.
Yeah, we can try.
We'll see what we can do here. The Garden of Hope.
Cute.
So what I really like about this game, it's actually pretty short. It's about 10 hours, maybe? Maybe a bit shorter. But yeah, right now we're looking for Brittany, but also we lost our cosmic drive key, which is what lets us, like, go to space, so we can't really go home.
Also, we're trapped.
But what I think this game has, like, I feel Miyamoto philosophy, because it's, like, a very, like, it feels very Miyamoto, even though I don't think he had, like, you know, the biggest hand in the games, even though he's, like, kind of creative director. But, like, I think the best Miyamoto games are games that are pretty short, but really replayable, because, like, these games have day counts, and, like, you can beat them at different times, so, like, what happens is you play through it once, and, like, you just keep replaying it, because the game doesn't really lose its luster on future playthroughs, which I think is the biggest problem with the Switch, that I cannot ever fucking play Odyssey again. It bores me to tears now, and, like, same with Breath of the Wild. And I know other people don't agree with that, but for me, it's, like, the games are so big, and, like, once you've seen what you've had to see, unless you're trying to do, like, a real speed run, like, legit, there isn't much for you, but, yeah, so now
that's like Shadow of the Colossus. Mm-hmm. That game is insanity, your first playthrough.
Right.
Because it's, like, you have to travel so far to get to the bosses that it's, like, it's super effective in building up what the bosses are, but when you already know what they are, it kind of loses, like...
Right.
It just becomes boring at that point.
Yeah.
A lot of games do that.
Yeah, and, like, it's the type of thing where nothing really changes from playthrough to playthrough in these games, but, like, it's just the way Nintendo makes games that are really easy to play, but they're difficult to master, I think, when they're, like, you know, doing their best. And, oh god, I gotta be going faster than I'm doing here. Hold on, oh god. I was practicing this where I'm like, no, can't do it this way. So I'm gonna that. While I beat that wall, I'm gonna fucking, nope, you get back here.
Back here. You should put, like, the little, you know, like, the little leashes that, that like, mom...
I got caught on one of those as a kid.
Like a backpack leash?
Because we had them when we go skiing together. Me and my dad, right?
Oh, did he put you on one?
Yeah, because, you know, like, keep me safe or whatever. Because, like, you know, I'm a little kid skiing.
Oh, if you're like, okay, I see what you mean.
I was on the chairlift, and I went to get off, and my dad already gotten off, and he hadn't looked back. I was caught on it. Like, my straps got tangled up in it. So then, like, I'm stuck here dangling, like, over the hill, and if those if those broke, like, I would die. Like,
Holy
if the straps broke, it was, like, a very, like, whoo. Hold on. I want to see if we have any cool Olimar notes yet.
I think it'd be a funny image if, like, someone walked into a sex shop, and, you know, like, how, like, people have, like, the fetish of, like, being on a leash?
Yeah.
Like, you...
Yeah, what? What are you talking? What?
With, like, a collar.
Funny.
I think it'd be a funny image. I think it'd be a funny image if someone walked in with a backpack leash.
Uh-huh.
It's like...
That's it. That's what I'm looking for.
Pulling him. Get over here. Get over here.
Get over here.
Get over here.
Like fucking Kratos.
But yeah,
boy.
it's boy.
Here
but it's just a backpack.
It's asleep.
It's like a Hello Kitty one.
Right.
It's fucked.
That's fucked right there. Yeah, that's what you're getting if you fucking wear that around. Alright, so he's gone.
That's what you fucking can't fucking like that.
Can't break this yet because we don't have electric Pikmin, but we can walk into it, which is cool. You can just lay there for a bit. Electricity used to be lethal in Pikmin games, which I miss because your Pikmin just get instantly zapped into oblivion.
I want to watch them all die.
Hold on, we're gonna try and sequence break. First off, Brittany's dead. So that's epic. I'm not.
Oh no! Brittany's just lying there.
Pick up Brittany.
He rolls his eyes. Brittany.
Yeah. Oh, there she is. Who's holding the camera, though? That's always my question in these. Sorry about that. I was just taking a little nap. So you're close by?
It's like when you get a video of your girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, she's like, I'm gonna send you, like a video, like, while you're away, baby.
Uh-huh.
And then, like, the camera is, like, moving around her.
Yeah. She's trying to, she's trying to stabilize and starts, like, falling over.
Oh, no, like, someone else is filming.
Oh, right, I got... Oh, no! Oh, yours is so much sadder! Mine was like, oh, girlfriend's having trouble making a cute video for you, and yours is... Here, hold on, we're gonna sequence... No, sequence break, come on.
Am I getting a phone call?
Are you?
I might be getting a phone call.
From Dad.
From Dad.
Oh. Fucking nerd, fucking taking calls from your
taking calls from my
dad.
dad.
Aw, having a dad who loves you? That's hilarious.
Man, couldn't be me.
Also, if you notice, the Pikmin are just frozen in place because they're not supposed to be trying to pick this up at this point in the game.
Oh, they're just like...
Yeah, it's even bigger than I thought it would be. That's what they say about my
Help.
son, Seedberry.
Help, huh? That's like the moment. Have you ever been like carrying something?
Oh yeah.
And you have that like pants shitting moment where you know that it's gonna fall.
Yeah. I fucking see that moment on your eyes anytime you pick up that 2,000-pound amp. When you carried it down the stairs, you just like looked like a fucking
I turned
wounded
off.
warrior. That was something.
My brain.
What is that thing?
That was like when I was home alone and I bought that piano.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a huge cardboard box that I was carrying upstairs by myself.
Yeah.
It was big enough and heavy enough to where I couldn't actually like pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
I had to like drag it up my stairs.
Oh yeah. In the moment where
and
like,
I got to the top of the stairs and the cardboard started ripping.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, I
the
fucking
box,
feel that.
And I had to like grab the side of it.
Yeah.
And like it felt like a JoJo moment.
Oh my god. Dude, that's like, are you ever did you have to pour fries into the fryer? Oh no, you guys didn't do fries. You're I mean, you guys are Macy's.
Yeah. Macy's Superstore. That's where I work.
Jesus,
where I
Macy's
work
Christ Superstore.
Jesus Christ Superstore. Wow. Your brain works in perfect ways.
Really lined up that shot.
Winding that. Ooh.
So here's what we're gonna do, and this might seem weird at the time, but we're gonna Alright, so we're gonna send these guys. So these are rock Pikmin. They're new to this game.
They like Kiss and Def Leppard and.
Just let it peter out. Oh, Drake's just calling to be like, this food is edible, but they're gonna name it, which is cute.
Dude, that strawberry looks so good.
The sunseed berry. Oh yeah, you get to at the end of the day you get to like move around all the fruit and just look at it. They're very pretty.
Juice.
Large quantum Pictamium U. But yeah, so also the drinks change color depending on what fruits are in them, and because there are multiple fruits, like that could go into one bottle because they all have different amounts of like a drink they give you. They all mix colors and shit.
That's so satisfying.
It's a little shit like that.
I want to drink that so
really
bad.
makes it work. And
there's certain things. Have you ever been like watching a show and there's like something that you really just want to eat?
Yeah, it was when they were trying to eat Krabby Patties in that episode where Patrick he works at the Krusty Krab, and they spit it all over his face, and it's just like this mushy patty. I wanted to eat that so fucking bad.
Oh, like the weird like burger meat? Yeah,
because it just like looks so tasty when it got rocketed out of his mouth.
For me, it was in Jimmy Neutron.
Mm-hmm.
When they were eating book gum.
Oh,
yeah,
like the little, I remember that.
Like, there were like little books, and he said, it tastes like knowledge.
I don't know how this episode's gonna get cut because we left for days to record a music video, but I ended up, oh god, spoilers, so this is, Oh
yeah, good thing this is gonna be released the exact same day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so... look at that. No part 5.
I like her face.
It's good. Oh. Charlie can suck my fucking right nut. Alright.
Why not your left nut?
Well...
Is the right nut less clean?
I mean, I guess it gets less attention. It is smaller, but so I played back to where I was. I'm guessing I did a little bit quicker just because I was on my own time. And oh, I should turn down the volume a bit on that. But
Come on.
But yeah, no, I was thinking we have a whole episode at some point where we just try and figure out the name and branding, where it's just us sitting there playing like fucking, I don't know, NES chess. And like
NES chess?
Yeah, I mean, I will say, after I've been listening to that, the T-Squares album you showed me a lot at work.
Dude, that album is so good.
Yeah, I feel like,
if you
that
don't...
is not how the animation's supposed to go!
Whoa, what?
He's supposed to be sucking the nectar, but he's in front of it, so he just kind of sucked the air. But, yeah.
Yummy air.
When you get,
I love oxygen.
when you get your nectar, they become flowers, so they become stronger and faster. Yeah, and it's permanent too. It's like that's their life cycle. I don't know how the fuck the game tracks that. But oh yeah, this is the girl who we thought was dead. She was pretty fucking funny.
Retini. Oh yeah, that the T-Square album. If you don't know, we're talking about an album called AI Factory by T-Square.
It's really good.
It sounds like something from late 70s, but it was from earlier in this year of 2020.
That is the year.
That is the year.
What's with your entourage there? What's
current year?
This is like fucking like elf like. Yeah, so I went into Chicago and I just I found these two rival gangs and I united them. The Rocks and the Reds. That, don't misconstrue that. But yeah, they're Pikmin. They're cute. She gets it. We don't have cuteness right now. Look over there, Alfie. And then she calls him a nickname because they are gonna sleep together.
Oh, is that the plot of this game?
No, it was my childhood headcanon. Because, you know.
When you were 6 years old, you fantasized about Pikmin sleeping with each other?
Well, no, it was the captains. You know?
Okay, that changes.
I wanted Brittany and Alf to get together. I didn't want to fuck Brittany. I wanted Alf to surrogate.
That'd be really hard, because she's really tiny. You could probably sound with her, though. That exists. I think we've run into a running theme in these episodes to where I just constantly reference of why that would be porn and why it probably already exists.
And I'm like,
because I can just picture in my head of her just like,
oh dude,
like,
there's
down a dick hole.
The most infamous like Pikmin picture is Alf coming at a Pikmin and a Pikmin looking at him confused. And the weird thing is that it comes in variants where they just switch out the Pikmin, but I can see in my head so clearly Alf with his penis in his hand and like just a little bit of cum coming out. Oh. Because it was just all over Google. Because I'd Google Pikmin when I was in class, and that's just what would come up every
Pikmin
time.
Porn in class.
But
oh god.
So this is they just found a data file that is why this game is unhealthy. And what I mean by that is it is the go here feature, which we are going to. Well, we're gonna go.
It's like a fast travel.
So no, it's more intricate. So you know how you have multiple captains?
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do right here is I'm gonna give Alf like half my squad, right? And then I'm done here. So I'm gonna hit minus, and he's got all these Pikmin. I'm gonna go, hey Alf, we've been here before. Go. All right. And he's just gonna go there. And he's gonna travel there. Wow. And you get to a point in this game where you have 3 captains. So this is why the speedrunning gets so intense, because, you know, there's a certain amount of fruit in the game to get a 100% run, which is, I mean, what you have to do to get an ending that isn't, like, a huge bummer. Or, like, if you beat the game
with... one of those kind of games?
Well, yeah, because you're trying to save your planet, but also you're trying to find, like, this cosmic drive key. So if you just, like, you can just find the key and go home, and then the narrator's like, well, you didn't get any fruit. All of your captains would know inside that they've just, like, doomed their entire planet.
Oh, fuck.
But you beat the game this way, but you can go...
Good job, idiot.
But the game's actually really kind, because you can go, like, at any point in this game, I could go, like, oh, I want to go back in time 2 days. You can just do it. So, like, it's not really unkind, but, yeah, so, like... Either way, to 100% this game, you can beat it, like, you know, if you know what you're doing, like, it just becomes autopilot at a point, because
the
radar's picking up something.
It looks like it. You're like talking while doing all this shit.
Dude, it's gonna be, because what happens is the way I play this game is I plow through the story, I get to the final boss, and then I go back and I 100% every area. Huh. So those days, There's a day where I get like 11 treasures, I think, in one of the areas in one day. It's pretty. I'm not trying to toot my own horn here.
I'm not trying to piss my own stream.
I'm not trying to suck my own pee stream here, but it's like it's pretty fucking bananas to watch.
I'm not trying to suck my own coom.
Yeah, these are some of my favorite. They're the fiery blowhogs. They're pretty great.
Those are.
Yeah, they're fucky.
Also, not to beat a dead horse, but talking about Rule 34 reminded me of a good story.
How much you just love porn.
Yeah, well, that and...
that in addition.
Yes, and.
I'm breaking the game right now.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you're supposed to throw Captain across here, but I fucking know what I'm doing.
In high school, I think we were on the bus, and... a friend of mine was looking at, just for shits and giggles, he was looking at the Rule 34 for cars.
Yeah.
As in, like, Lightning
yeah,
as one does. Like, looking at it with his friend, just like, because it's funny. Because
it's fucking hilarious, dude.
And I guess a girl, like, told on him, like, to the bus, like, tattletale style, like, 4th grade shit.
Yeah.
And he told me later on that he was in the office, right, with his mom, and the principal, and he had to explain.
I can top this, by the way. I just want you to know I have a way worse one. But go on.
Oh, okay. Well.
Sorry, I don't mean to undermine. Go on.
Should I even bother finishing it then?
No, it's a good. Go on.
But he had to explain exactly what he was looking at and the reason for it to the principal and his mom. And thinking about explaining a picture of Lightning McQueen with a huge dick is simultaneously terrifying and hilarious.
Well, see, the thing is, he didn't make the art.
No,
that's what I'm saying. What makes it different from my story?
Oh,
but...
no. Oh, shit.
See, you're starting to click into...
yeah, that clicked.
But, so, yeah, hold on. Do I really... Wow, I'm sorry. This might be one of my quickest runs. I don't know what the fuck... I guess I just didn't focus on getting my Pikmin numbers up at all, which I normally do, but, so... That sucks, first off.
Yeah, no, he told me he was, like, shitting himself.
Also, the best part is, though, that the idea of having Lightning McQueen having an erect cock is great, because every time he drives with an erect cock, it would just get fucking Yeah.
You get, like, pavement burn.
You feel it. But, okay, before I tell my funny dick story, this is, what's this data file doing all the way out here? This is, like, the first, like, data file that I really like.
No.
My search for treasure continues with no luck, but I can't fly back home to Hokitate, or Hokitate, I believe it's called. Without procuring a few priceless artifacts. I'm sensing something valuable up ahead, but I'm also sensing danger. So if someone finds this file, please send word to my son that I didn't make it. So one thing
Olimar is a son?
He has a whole family. He has a wife who's a total bitch, and in the second...
fucks?
Olimar fucks. Olimar has a whole family, and they're pretty cute.
Holy shit.
Olimar fucks in Pikmin 3.
Omar's Chad.
People from their planet go to such extremes to scavenge treasure. That's a joke because the entire second game's about getting treasure. Maybe it's all the vegetables they eat that make them so treasure crazed.
That's funny.
Jesus. Looks like Olimar met his end up ahead. We'd better be careful. Sure he did. I'm sure he fucking died.
Alright, go ahead with your story.
Oh, yeah. Well, I just want to say, we're about to go into a thing. You're about to watch me cheese this so fucking hard.
I'm ready for cheese, even though I'm lactose intolerant.
So, I was in a life skills class in 8th grade, which is really paves in the irony here.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah, this is the Iron Maw Dad, I believe his name is.
He looks really wet.
He's cute. He's bro.
He's cute. That's what cute is.
Yeah, he's a chonker, as they say. But
as they say.
He I was in life skills class, and my group just didn't like me. You know, they just didn't like me very much. I just had some unfortunate conversations where they got the wrong just the wrong idea of who I was. But oh fuck, I messed up the cheese.
For instance, they thought that you were a insane racist.
I mean,
because you accidentally said the N-word, screamed it to the class.
What? Why would you start? Also, did you look at the health bar?
Whoa.
What attack? But no, not exactly that.
Not exactly.
But
yeah,
either way,
close.
they just didn't like me much. So we were making food, and they were just like, "Don't do anything." And I was like, "All right." So I was just hanging out, and you know, I was an 8th grader. So I found a Microsoft Word document, and I started writing a Scooby-Doo Betty White based porn. And it was pretty inspired by you know, in Impractical Jokers when like.
Yeah.
Q has to like read this children's book that's actually really fucked up and about like this like couple in a cheating marriage or something.
I don't remember that specifically, but I think that sounds familiar.
It was inspired by like that. I would say it was a pretty blatant copy.
Q peered over to find the children cowering at what they'd witnessed. Your mother's a gold dunger.
I'm gonna ask.
Yeah.
You said Scooby-Doo and Betty White?
And Ellen DeGeneres and Oprah, I believe, showed up. But yeah, so like,
okay.
I believe Scooby-Doo was married to one of them, and then one of them cheated on them with Ellen, that sort of thing. So like, Betty White cheated with Ellen.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Either way, it was a whole thing, and you know, Scooby-Doo was very, very upset. And this is all in a Word document. Like, this is all written out. And then they get in a big fight. And then what happens is like, there's a rally or something for Michelle Obama, and I guess like one of their exes is like, if I can't have you, no one can, and like goes to shoot them, and oh, camera.
You're explaining this like a terrible nightmare.
But like Scooby essentially, he gets shot, you know, trying to protect someone, and
it's like an episode of ER.
Yeah, and like so then they're out there. Betty White's with them, I believe, and like Betty White's like, oh Scoob, you know, fuck me one last time. And then I believe I wrote like his.
Fuck.
I believe it was like Scooby-Doo inserts his like jalapeno-esque penis.
Oh.
I don't exactly know what that means. I think I was trying to say, you know, spicy.
Yeah.
Into her. And then she goes, fuck me, Scoob, you know, fuck me. And then Scooby-Doo goes, bark, bark. And everyone realized he was just a normal dog. And that was the end of the story, was that...
Luke, you created something horrible.
This dog who was, you know, the whole time was talking and stuff. No, he was actually just a dog. I was in 8th grade, you know, so I showed it to another kid in the class. They're like, haha.
Oh, yeah, as you do.
But
That's
then...
so funny.
I remember after school, I showed it to them too, of course. And they were like, dude, give me a copy. And I was, you know, I wasn't that dumb. I was like, no, I can't run that risk. You know, you can't show it to people.
Can't run the risk of this treasure getting out to the wrong hands.
But then he was like, give me a copy. And then I was like, no. And he was like, give me a copy. And I was like, no. He's like, give me a copy. And I was like, yes! And oh, a message.
Peer pressure.
A message from the Drake. Oh yeah, this is just, we found a phone.
It's
which
a
is
bleep
cool.
bloop.
We have a funny name for it. Oh yeah, data collecting.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's a communication device, and this is cute because it's like a phone. We actually use it to unlock a new area because like it increases our signal. So Alf's gonna look at it and like use that. He might have a few ideas with his engineer expertise. So oh god, fucking characters merged in. Also, I guess we can just play with the camera now because we have nothing else to do in this game day. Like I completed my goal. As long as everything gets delivered on time, which it will. It'll be sundown before long. So yeah, also, Ram, quick thing. At night, if any Pikmin are not in that circle, in your party, or in the onion, they die. Yeah, they get eaten. They get eaten alive.
Ew. Alright, so go ahead with what you were saying about Scooby's
so I gave him a copy, and the next day, I had a lot of people coming up to me telling me how much they liked my story, which I was not happy with.
Well, who knew that would have been such a big hit?
Yeah, but so I eventually,
Do you still have it?
It would be like, if I could get onto a I mean...
We should break into a school.
Here,
then...
I can cover it up. Really covering my tracks, but
Here, man, we just have to we have to have like a sensor.
Yeah.
That we use.
A consistent time. Like
No, that's
my wife.
Yeah, my wife.
But either way, so like, oh no, those Pikmin are gonna die. I fucked up. Accidentally threw them over the wall. If we can't break down this wall, they're dead. Well, beans. But yeah, so I get to my math class, and I remember this one girl was like, because somebody else had the story. Like they had the paper copy, which is probably my fault. But you know, I was like, some girl was like, let me read it, and you know, of course, I'm in 8th grade. I'm like, oh, you can only have only 100 Pikmin out at once. Oh, the other ones are just in the onion now. But you know, I was like, oh, don't read that, don't. And then she took the copy from my hands as the math teacher was walking in. And so then I ran up to her and just yanked the copy out of her hand, and then the math teacher was like, what is that? Give me that. And
No.
this was one of the most one of the most unwise decisions of my childhood. I didn't just rip the paper up in front of her, which I 100%
You literally
should
should
have
have just eaten it.
This is a math teacher who once threatened to curb stomp me because I couldn't get a math question right. So like, this is not.
What the fuck is that ghetto ass?
Yeah, no, it wasn't great.
I'm a curb stomp you.
But I walked up, you know, guiltily, and I handed her it, and she had to read, and then. Of course, I went straight down to the office.
Yeah.
And then the principal had to read, and then...
Oh, man. I'm sure he loved that.
Well, so what happened, I got suspended for a day, right? Me and the kid who had a copy. But you want to hear the most fucked up part? My, like, charge, if you will, was inappropriate use of school materials, because I printed it on school paper. I'm sorry, I'm just so surprised I fucking did this day, like, solid, but,
That's hilarious.
He got charged with distributing pornography.
Wait, and you didn't?
Yeah, no, because he distributed it.
Oh, I see.
Even though I gave him the, you know, it was a very dumb...
So he was the dealer and you were the grower.
Yeah, exactly. So, I,
Ew, I don't like how they crawl
yeah, no, it's pretty grody. But... So, yeah, I just got, like, suspended for a day over it, but then, you know, I came back the next day, and, like, the worst part was that, like, you know, my English teacher, who I loved, like, had heard the story, and everyone, because apparently, you know, she just got around, and, like,
I'm sure,
so,
yeah, that's also funny, because I'm sure the principal was, like, I'm sure he was serious about it with you, but when he read it, he was like, holy shit, this is hilarious. I need to tell everyone about this.
This is some totally not forced, like, 8th grader, haha, then Ellen Fox.
Yeah. Hey, Stacy, get in here. Check this shit out.